Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, Shruti.
Okay, so this is basically introduction or not introduction. I'm not going to do that because I already uploaded one video regarding Java introduction. And in previous session we already completed. So in this session we will start with some basic fundamentals of Java. But before starting that, I'll just let you know that this presentation is prepared by me and reviewed by Rahul Pandya. This is my senior. So agenda for this presentation will be variables, data type, typecasting, operators, and arrays. So as you all know about history of Java and what is Java, why we use Java, uh, and how to install and basic hello world program, also explanation of that code and comments. So I'm not repeating that. Do anyone has doubt over in that portion?
No, no
Okay.
doubt.
Okay. So we'll be starting with variables in Java. So um, I'll explain you what is variable. So variable is nothing but a storage box we can consider. Suppose I have uh, a cloth and I want to store that cloth in something like a box or something kind of thing. Then I will take a box and store that cloth in box. So box. A similar thing works in Java. Like variables are containers for storing data values. We can store different types of data values. So you might be wondering that which type of data values we can store. So we can store string data values, integer data values, float data values, character, and boolean. Also, we can store double data values. What kind of variables we can store in string data values? So for string, we can simply write our name like my name is Ritu, or I can also add a color like string color is equals to black, etc. etc. Types of characters which we join together and add it in string data type. For integer, we can add numeric values without floating point like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, such type of values. For the float, float means we can add values with decimal points like 1.5, 67, 68, 78.9 or 67.9 kind of values. Characters means we can store single character in a single character like character A is equals to H, then comma, okay, single character only, it's not array. So and boolean. Boolean means we can store true or false values. Um, for example, I'll show you one example also. So also I'll show you syntax. That syntax for this is uh, type name type. Type name means data type and variable name. Variable name and value which we assign to our variable. So if I say type name, so suppose I take integer, then my type name will be integer, variable v, and value 3. This is a simple example of variable declaration and initialization. So here is one example like string name, birthday, contact number. I just added some random number, but I added in double. When we want to use a long digits, then we can use double. Double is contact number. Then why generally we use double is when we want to use floating point and numeric values for longer number, then we use double. Then types of variables. Variables are divided into three parts. First is local variable, instance variable, and static variable. I'll explain that with one program only. So this is my IntelliJ. I guess everyone knows how to create project in IntelliJ, right? Hello?
Yeah, if you can show again once, just
Yeah, sure. I'll show you. So first we will start IntelliJ. After starting IntelliJ, go to Files, click on New Project. From here, you just need to select Java project. You don't need to do anything else. Click on Next, and you can add your project name. For example, I am adding uh, Java project. Java project. And you can also select the location from here. I want to select uh, instead of users, I am going to select in D drive. So I'll simply select this folder and add that project over here and click on finish. So this will create my new project in Java. After creating this new project, uh, this is source file where we can add all our Java classes. In source file, before creating any classes, I'll create one package. So I'll right click on source, new, and package. I'll add is add this package as Java fundamentals. Inside this Java fundamentals, I'll add one class variable. Yeah, also when we add class, there is one naming convention that always we should keep class name capital. So I'll add, and we cannot add a class name as variable name. So I'll just add variable type, types of variable. I used naming standard like the first letter is capital, second letter will always be capital, and third word also will not letter words will be capital in capital. So I just created this class, and also package name should be in small. So I'll just refactor that Java. First name for packaging, I'll explain this also fundamentals. Here I will explain you that thing that for package methods and variables, we always start with small letter for first word, and if we have more than one word or two or three words, then the second words from second word, third word, we will use capital letters. For example, I am declaring a variable first name. So first name, first is in small letter, but and name will be in capital letters. Uh, and for classes, make sure that name of class always start with capital letters. This, this is basic naming convention which we use coding standard in this. Uh, Even in industries, we follow this coding standard. Now I'll show you different types of variables and how we can identify. There are three types of variables. I'll create. This is my single line comment, and this is my multi-line comment. So I'll just create one multi-line comment and show you. Yeah, this is my multi-line comments. So in this, we have three types of variables: instance variable, static variable, and local variable. For instance variable, we use just a minute. I'll stop my screen for a second. Sorry for interruption. I'll restart. Is my screen visible again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Rutu.
visible.
Okay. Sorry for interruption. So for instance variable, we use instance variable throughout the class, but it will be declared inside the class. Used and declared inside the class. What static variable? Static variable means variables created with static keyword. And for local variables means variables that are used inside the method. It is called local variable. Now, just a minute. I'll share. Sorry for interruption again. So we'll start. I'll just create one entry point, that is main method. We can declare public static void main method in class. I already declared. Sorry, I was declaring again. After declaring this main method, I'll create one variable integer a is equals to 10. This 10 is my instance variable. Why? Because it is create instance variable because it is created inside the class. Suppose I add one more static variable, that is static string name is equals to root. This is my static variable. I need to create this variable outside. Yeah, these are my static variables. And now inside main method, if I am creating one public void test method, and inside that test method, I am declaring one more variable, that is a is equal b is equals to 10. So this will be my local variable, and scope for this local variable uh, will be inside this method only. It won't be accessed outside this method. Suppose I create one more method like public void t2. So in this variable, I won't be able to access this variable b. It will show me error. Why? That if that can create low, it is showing me error cannot resolve symbol b. For this, we need to create one local variable b. But if I am calling variable a, I will be allowed. It will allow me. We need to call this inside class main method. So it will allow me. This is instance variable. This is our static variable. We can declare static variable anywhere and we can access it. And this is our local variables. So do anyone have doubt over here? I guess public keyword will not come. Mhm. This will be declared outside the main method because we can't declare say two methods in same class. Let's change more again. Yeah. So if we want to call this method, I'll simply call T2. Hmm, okay. I'll just create, I'll just call this method T2. But we need to create one object. So is this understandable? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So do I need to create one class and explain you? I'll just create only. So this is my main method and I am copying this two variables, two methods in another class. Mm, New. In this new class, I'm copy pasting this. Okay. And here I'm declaring this instant variable. Now I'll create the object of this new class in this in main method. New and one is equals to new Java class. Now and one dot t2 and 2 and 1 dot test. I called this both methods. Now we can run. So, it's only printing time. Okay, b is local variable, so we didn't access. In order to make it, in order to access it, we need to make this variable public. So it should access, I guess. Okay, I have not even printed this. So b and 20. So now we'll get 10 and 28 as output. Yeah. Do anyone have doubt over here?
No.
Mm, So I'll move forward to further topic, that is types of variables and example I just explained. Now we will go to data types in Java. There are two types of data types in Java. First is primitive data type and another is non-primitive data type. Primitive data type includes basic data types which are by default given by Java, like byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, and character. And non-primitive data type means arrays, string, classes, functions. This all are non-primitive data type. So here is small primitive data type chart. Is it visible or I should do full screen? So byte data type is data type has one byte size and stores whole numbers from 128 minus 128 to 127. Then short data type has two byte size. Integer data type has 4 byte size. Long data type has 8 byte size. Float data type has 4 byte size. Boolean has 8 byte. uh, Sorry, double has 8 byte size and boolean has 1 bit and character has 2 byte size. Now typecasting. Typecasting means when we want to assign value of one primitive data type to another. For example, if we want to assign value of integer to float, then we can call it as typecasting, or double to integer. Now typecasting is divided into two types. Widening casting and narrow casting. Casting means when widening casting means when we are converting smaller data type to larger data type, it is called whitening casting, and it is done automatically. And narrow casting means when we want to convert double to integer, then we have to manually convert that. So this is the small chart, like from byte to short, it is automatically converted. From short to character also, it is automatically converted. From character to integer, integer to float, float to integer to long, long to float, and float to double, it is automatically converted. And for narrowing data type, we need to convert. We'll see one example also for same. I, I'll just show you that example also. I'm creating one more class, widening cast. So in this, I'll create one main method. Now I want to convert integer to float or integer to double. So first I'll declare one integer a is equals to 10 and declare one float variable b is equals float variable b. Now I want to convert this integer to float. So what I'll do, I'll simply call b is equals assign value of a into b, and it will automatically convert into integer to float. So let's print a and b. I'll right click and run this. See, it has automatically converted integer to float. If we as it added point 0 over here. Similarly, we will also do an example of narrow casting. Public static void main. Here I want to convert double into integer. Value of double is 100.67, and I want to convert this double into integer. So integer don't support fractional decimal points. It will just simply discard 0.67 and print 100. Let's see how we can convert. B now b is equals to, yeah, we can directly convert there also, or here int to double. This is a.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Ritu Chetan here.
Okay.
Are you recording this meeting also?
Yeah, pardon?
Are you recording this session?
Yeah, I'm recording this session.
Okay. Actually, I joined late, so that's the reason I was just asking.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm recording. Just a minute. Let me check one second. Yeah, session is being recorded.
Okay, right.
Okay. I'll just represent my screen. Okay. Yeah, so I want to convert this double into integer. So I'll simply add integer and variable name of double. That's it. And now I'll print both of them. A, that is double, and B, that is integer. So I'll add one statement so it will be user friendly and easy to understand. Double value of double data type. Double data type is now typecasted to into data type. Now we will print this. See, I'll add some space over here. Before typecasting, our value was 100.67, but after typecasting, it's simply 100. That is, it has discarded some point values after typecasting when we are doing narrow casting. But for wide casting, it is not the same case. Do anyone have doubt over here?
No.
Okay. Now, next topic is operators in Java. Operators are pretty. Why we use operators? So when we want to perform some operations like arithmetic operation, like when we want to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or we want to simply assign the value, or we want to compare the do comparison with between operators, whether A is greater than B or B is greater than C or A is equal to B or some kind of operation or logical operation or bitwise operation. Then we use operators. So there are five types of operators. Then we use operators, and there are five types of operators in Java: arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical, and bitwise operator. So in arithmetic operator, we simply perform some mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo, increment, and decrement. I'll show you example of that also. I'll simply create one more class. I'm creating separate classes and I'll also add this project in Git repository and will share to you tomorrow maybe. So you can have examples of each topics class wise means different in different classes instead of writing the same code in one class. Arithmetic operator. So in arithmetic operator, we simply perform additions, mathematical additions. So let me help you how to add this. I am creating one variable a is equals to 5 and integer b is equals to 10. Now we will perform some operations like I'm performing those operations directly in print statements like addition of two numbers is, or we can take this variable a and b from user itself. Like instead of declaring over here, we will use the scanner class. Uh, I'll create one object scanner. Scanner is equals to new scanner system dot in, and now I will add one print statement and value of a. And this a I'll do as a dot scanner dot just a minute. I'll add one more. I'll store this value of a is equal to scanner dot. As it is integer, we will use next int. If we want to add double value, then we can use. If we want to add double value, then we can use next double. As per data type, we can use integer, we can use string. For string pattern, we will use next. For short, we will use short, next short, so and so on. So we just want integer value. So I'm going to use next int. Means what this line means that it will take the value of a value of A from user and it will simply print it. I'll also print it so we will be able to see how what value user entered and whether our system is taking or not. Value of A plus A. Similarly, I'll take the value of B also from user only. I'm simply copy pasting and changing a bit instead of writing same code again and again. B, B, yeah. Now we will perform addition of two numbers. So the numbers which we took from users, I'll just show you what is the result and then go forward. Like if A is entering 10 and B wants to enter value 20. So value of A is 10 and value of 20 is B. Now we want to perform this addition of A and B. Then what I'll do, I'll simply do A, A plus B. So this will do addition of two numbers. I'll add 10, I'll add 20 and see addition of two numbers is just a minute. I need to add that in bracket. So it will take this will yeah, addition of two number is 30. Similarly, we can perform division, multiplication, and subtraction also. I'm copy pasting and changing a bit. It is subtraction, multiplication, and division. I'll also change the sign. Over here, I'm a minus b, a into b, a divided by b. Value of A is 10, value of B is 20. See, we got answer of each and every. The division of A divided by B, we can't divide 10 by 20, so it is showing 0. But if we divide B by A, it will show something. 2. Do anyone have doubt over here? We will also add one more thing, that is a modulo and increment decrement statements, like modulo of two numbers and increment increment equals to increment a plus plus increment decrement. See, here in increment it didn't did anything, but it actually decremented the value. Like it is not showing over here. That is one logic that if we add first a like this, it has already incremented, but it was not showing. So, do anyone have doubt over here? I'll show this. Does anyone has doubt over here?
No, no.
Okay, so I'm moving forward. After arithmetic operator, we have assignment operator. Assignment operator means we are simply assigning the values. And here are some examples like we can assign a is equals to, x is equals to 5, x is equals to x plus equals to 3, which means x is equals to x plus 3, x minus equal to 3, which is equivalent to x is equals to x minus 3. So these are some examples of assignment operator in simply assigning values. Then we have comparison operators. Like if we want to do comparison like equal to, not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to, we can greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, we can use comparison operator. We'll show this example also. For now, I'm adding over here only comparison operator. I'll simply take this only. A is not, it will, for this comparison operators, the output which I will be getting is in Boolean form, that is true and false. A is not, A is equal to B. A equal to B. A is not equal to B. A is greater than B. A greater than B. A is less than B. A is greater than equal to B, greater than or equal to B. A is less than or equal to B. I will simply execute this, and for now I am commenting this portion, that is increment and arithmetic operators. I will simply add the statement A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 20. So for this we are getting false. A is not equal to B. So our result is false. Sorry, A is equal to B. We are getting false because A is not equal to B. Then over here, A is not equal to B. We are getting true because A is actually not equal to B. A is greater than B. No, it is not greater than B. So we are getting false only. Is A less than B? Yeah, it is less than B. So we are getting true. A greater than or equal to B. A is neither greater than nor equal to B. So we got false. A is less than or equal to B. A is not. Okay, I just didn't change. A is less than or equal to B. A is less than or equal to B. So here we will get true. I'll execute one more time. A is equal to 10. B is equal to 10. So, does anyone have doubt over here?
No.
Okay. I'll show one more example after completing all the operators. Yeah, and this is logical operator, means logical and logical or not equal to. I guess if you might be aware about two tables which we did in um, digital electronic kind of subject, if means if both the values are true for AND logic, If both the values are true, then only we will get output as true. If one is true and one is false, then we will get false. We won't get true. If I'll arrange that A and B. If A is false but B is true, then also I will get false only as output. And both false means we will get output as false only. For OR operator, we have similar kind of logic, but output will change. That is, for true also we will get true if one is true but another is false. But if one is true, then also we will get true only. We will get false only when all the inputs are false, else we will get output as true. And for not equal to, if we have true as input, we will get false as output, and if we have false as input, we will get true as output. Input, output. Do anyone have doubt over here? Hello?
No.
Okay. Now we will do perform one simple example to calculate gross pay of an employee. So for that we have one algorithm. We have algorithm when we want to calculate gross pay of any employee. We have to calculate following. We have few points like we need to know the number of hours the employee worked, hourly pay rate of that employee, then we will multiply that pay rate and simply display the result. So I'll show you how we can perform that example also. Gross pay example. So here what we want, that we want to perform gross pay. So for gross pay we need to know hours, number of hours the employee worked, and its hourly pay rate. Hourly pay rate of that employee. Then we will display that result. So what we will do, first we will create one scanner object, that is scanner is equals to new scanner and system.in. System.in means we want to take input from the user. So what we are going to do, we want to check that how many hours the employee worked. So we will and we will enter like enter the number of hours employee worked. So we will enter its hours. So we can take integer value. So integer hours is equals to standard dot next int. And for parent will be numeric only, but it can be in decimal form. So we will use double over here instead of um, integer. So we will add enter the hourly pay rate. So double pay rate is equals to scanner dot next double. As we are using double over here, we will our data type will change from next integer to next double. And after getting the values, we need to calculate the pay rate. So pay rate is calculated as We will use double only. Double gross salary is equals to hours into pay rate. And then we will simply display that your gross pay rate is, if we want to use dollar, then we can use following dollars, or if we want to use rupees, we can simply add rupees gross salary. If I run this, it will show me gross pay rate. If I am adding 40 and pay rate per hour is 20, then gross pay rate of that employee is 800. Do anyone have doubt over here?
No.
Okay. Is it clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will start with arrays. Now, what is array? As I told you earlier, that what variable does, that variable stores the value in values. For example, we have 3, 4, we have 10 boxes, 10 paper paper balls. We have 10 paper balls, and we only have and we are told that we don't want to use 10 different boxes to store 10 paper balls. We want to store it in one paper box. So what we, one box only, 10 paper box. So what we will do, we will just go and bring one bigger box which can take all these 10 paper box in this. So similarly, array also works in same manner, that when we want to store uh, when we want to store same many elements but of same data type, like we want to store and just simply did this. An array is a container object that holds a fixed number of values in a single type. When we want to store multiple values in a single data type, then we use array. The length of array is established when the array is created and it is fixed length. For example, I'll show you that if I am declaring an array, integer a is equals to new integer, I'll at the time of creation only I'll declare size of array. Means the size of this array is 10. Now I will also tell you how array works. So when we declare any array, it will I'll do one thing. I'll open Paint, or I can even use over here. We have Paint only. So I'll create one array. Two, six, seven, 8, 9. Just don't go on the size of this array. So value of array will always start with 0. It will always start with 0. And if we have array created of size 10, then the value assigned will be like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This will be my array created. And in this array, we will store the values. We will see entire this in example only. So I'll create one example. Arrays, array example. So value of array will always start with 0, and array will be used to store values of similar data type, and it will be of fixed length. And also the elements stored in array are in continuous memory location. That it is a data structure we store similar element. Like continuous memory allocation means if a of 0 is stored at 0th location, is equals to 10, and it is stored at 0th location, a of 1 will be stored at one first location, and so on. We will do one example over here, so it will be more clear. I'll show you how declaring array example in two different ways. So firstly, I am creating one array and initializing creating array and new integer of size 10. I just created array. Now I need to initialize value also for this array. So how I will assign this value, like a of 0 is equals to 10, a of a of 0 means array of 0, a of 1 is equals to 20. I'll copy paste this. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. A of 2 I am assigning as 30. A of 3 I am assigning as 40. A of 4 as 50. A of 5 as 60. A of 6 as 70. A of 7 as 80. A of 8 as 90. And one more array, that is A of 9 as 100. So we assign 10 values to this array which is of size 10. Now in order to print this, we have two stats. Like we can do simply system.out.println and take each value and print, like uh, value of first array is value of array at index position 0 is, and we will simply call a of 0. And we need, if we are doing this, then we have to take 10, we have to print 10 different print statements. Like I'm just copy pasting. I'm only printing till this. I'll also show you one another method. Right. Only printing till 5 statements, because this is of no use, as it will only make your code lengthy, and it's too tedious also that we need to print value of each statement like this. See, instead, we will do one smart work. That is, instead of printing each an element again and again, I'll simply take one for loop. I'll take one integer I is equal whose value, as we are setting array with 0, so value of I will also start with 0. until how many times we need to call this loop. So we want I to be called till a of length. A of length means the size of array, and a of length will show the size of array length. I'll show you this before uh, uh, integer array size is equals to a dot length, and I'll print this. So it will also give me size of array, that is 10. I'll run so you will get to know. Uh, just a minute. See, size of array is 10. Array size. Um, so now we will print everything in for statement only. So I use a of length. So we will uh, it will execute this for loop till 10 iterations and I plus plus, and we will simply print this like a of a of 5. So it will give me all the values 10 to 100 when I'll execute this for loop. See, I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We just wrote 3 lines of code instead of printing each segment one by one. Is it clear? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
It is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Now I'll also show you one more method of declaring array. Like instead of initializing value one by one, we can also declare in one line. For example, I'm taking string data type, string uh, colors is equals to black, and define array because array blue, green, red, and blue. I will be blue, so I'll take red. I'm thinking I want to print this, so I'll simply copy this and change the variable name as, and instead of a dot length, we will use colors dot length. And over here, instead of a of 5, we will use colors of G. And we will get the colors also. See, we got each and every color which we declared in array. So this was array declaration for single dimensional. We have two types of array, single dimensional and multi-dimensional. So this was example of single dimensional array. I will also show you multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional means we are defining array in form of row and column. So we'll create one more example, multi-dimensional array, and open from here only. So in this, First, I'll explain you the logic of multi-dimensional array. So, what is multi-dimensional array? Array that works in row and column format. Like we can declare array as integer a of 10 and 20. This means we have 10 rows and 20 columns. I'll show one example only for this. Uh, I'll create one string um, string fruits. So in this, in first array, I'm just in row. I'm just adding the index of fruit like 1, 2, 3, 4. And for another array, I'm actually adding the name of fruit like apple, banana, kiwi, and orange. Now, after declaring array, I want to bring this array. So I will use one for loop. No, I won't use for loop over here. Instead, I'll use simple print statement. If I want to print banana, then what I will do, that is fruits. So over here, for banana, row is 0 and column is 1. Just a minute. 0 and 0. For 2, the row is 0 and column is 1. Just a minute. 0 and column is 1. And for banana, my row is also 1 and column is also 1. So I'll simply print 1, comma 1. And it will give me 2, index 2 and name of fruit as banana. Yeah, it is giving. I'll simply add some space between them. Like this. So it gave me a value of banana. Similarly, if we want to print apple or kiwi or orange, we can print in same manner. I'll print every fruit. So over here, for first index 1, index string 1, we have 0, 0. For 2, we have 0, 1. For 3, we have 0, 2. And for 4, we have 0, 3. And for apple, we have column 1 but row 0. So 1, 0, column 1, row 1, column 1, row 2. And for orange, we have column 1 and row 3. Row 3. Column. Just ignore that thing. Column 1, row. See, we got this as multi-dimensional array. Do anyone have doubt over here? If I made mistake in pronouncing this row and index, just simply ignore that because sometimes I get confused in that. So Is this clear? Hello?
Yes, it's
Yes,
clear.
yes, it's clear.
Okay. And now we want have one last topic, that is copy array. Copy array means if we want to copy value of array from uh, one array to another, then we use copy array. So this is one example. I actually did this. I did also, but it is available on Java deployed also. You can practice this example. It's nothing that also show you that also. Suppose if I am taking this fruits array and I want to store this fruits array in another new array, then I'll simply copy this array of this fruits array. So after copying, we are going to use array.copy and then we will print that copy to statement. Or you can simply and use another example like this only string name is equals string name is equals to equal and string new array is equals to I want to copy name in new array. So I will simply do system dot and let me try SUTV. I'll print new array over here. So I should get value of new array is root 2. It's not showing. Maybe I guess yeah, it is showing something like this. So first we need to perform copy system dot array copy. So object that is we want to copy name from we want to copy from starting index only. So we will do starting position, then 0, 1, 2, and 3. Length of my name is 3 till third index. Destination will be 3, and we want to copy this name to new array. Okay, I just made a mistake. This will be over here. I will declare new array, and this will be its index position. That is 3. This now it should work. And length of actual array. So a length of my array is 4. Now it will copy this array. Array index of okay, length is 3. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Array dot array copy. Start from first index. Let me take this example only. I already did somewhere. I'll show you. Open this example. Yeah, this is the example. I'm going to copy this. So this is my source array. In this, I added some characters, and then in copy two, I want to copy few characters. So it's starting from character C. Copy from means we are going to add source destination array of source position, that is two, until seven. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We will get output as caffeine over here. Yeah, we got output as caffeine. So this is how copy array works. Is this clear? Hello? Is array topic clear? Like we have multi-dimensional, single dimensional, and copy array. And arrays are generally useful for in applications like when we want to perform search operations, or when we want to do sorting. Then data structure for sorting. Also, we can perform matrix multiplication using this array. So this was arrays in Java. Do anyone have doubt over here?
No.
Okay, and for references, I used means you can use Java Point and Oracle. This is the link, and also the link of Java Point for Java. You can use that also. So this was for today's session. What we all covered is array. We covered variables, data types, typecasting, operators, and arrays. And for next upcoming lecture, I will be covering control statements and looping. So this will be control statements, looping, class, and object. So this will cover your core Java basics. And to learn some more things, we will also see uh, strings and collections. These both are class which are used in Java. As we are going to do software automation testing only, so in future it will be helpful for us if we are aware about these things like string and class. So this will be our core Java, and with the knowledge of this core Java, we can perform automation testing. We can even add codes for algorithms and so on. So this is end of session. Do anyone have doubt in any other topic, or is it
You
clear?
sharing this whole video in your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I will upload this in my YouTube channel.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, and yeah, I will also add this entire project on GitHub, so you can get code for mm, code of this all the topics which we covered.
Okay.
Uh, and I will add and show you how to add Git in next session. So yeah, I just forgot to tell you that
The next session on tomorrow.
yeah, only we will be doing this session on Saturday, Sunday, and if Monday possible, because rest of the
Oh.
days we also have lectures. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.